Calling 2024 CR 6089, State versus Christopher Weezer. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Rosenberg for the state.
Defense.
Renee Munoz.
And are you Mr. Weezer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record. The person who just walked in, Deputy Laura, are they on the docket? Excuse me. You with the high ponytail who just walked in? Sitting next to the guy in the black suit jacket with the gray top? Yes. Are you on the docket? All right, thank you. All right, we're back on the record. Did you understand you're charged with the offense of violation of bond or protective order 2 times or more within 12 months? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the docket for a moment. Counsel, don't approach over here while we're on the record because it interferes. Yes, that's okay. All right, we're back on the record. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 7 years in the prison. There are no applications. The state is taking in consideration 2024 CR 6090, 2024 CR 6091, 2024 CR 5923, and there's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, sir.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
If we may, Your Honor,
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
we're asking the court to follow the negotiated plea bargain agreement, Judge. I was talking to my client about some of the maybe drug issues he may be dealing with that is maybe a cause of him coming into the criminal justice system as he's done in the past. Talked to him about programs within the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, rehabilitative programs in terms of getting drug treatment, counseling, and help. And if he is granted parole, to take advantage of those programs that he'll have if he is granted parole after doing his requisite time on this case, Judge. So we did have that conversation, and we're just asking for the honorable court to follow the agreement, Judge.
All right, so what are your drug issues?
I had an issue with crystal meth. That's angry, you know what I mean? And then I have a 2-year-old that led to arguing with my spouse and just spiraled into an ugly, bad relationship, went toxic, you know? And
Well, I mean, sometimes a relationship goes toxic because there's a person in the relationship
I was
who
the
is
person.
toxic.
it was me.
Yes.
And I do take responsibility for it. It's hard to swallow a 7-year sentence, you know what I mean? But I know that it's best for me to do that, get the help I need, and, you know, return and be a better father for my daughter, as well as my other kids.
All right, and so the mother of your other children, did you harass her as well?
But yes, we had an issue with fighting, going back and forth, same thing. It's a repeated cycle.
All right. Court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 7 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And I'll request the therapeutic community for you. However,
What is
I
that?
have no authority. I'll explain to you what it is. However, I have no authority for them to force you into that program. You'll have to request it. The therapeutic community is supposed to address any issues you have with substance abuse, maybe anger management.
The minor part, what is that about?
Oh, that means that if you want to have contact with your children, you're going to have to go to court because for me, you will have to have someone supervise those visitations.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Nothing further with regard to sentencing, Your Honor.
So we can get off the record. Here's the thing. You're going to go to prison. You're going to do your time. I hope that you will learn to control your anger. I hope that you will learn that when somebody says a relationship is over, you know, you're an adult. Don't try to win them back. It's over. If they want to get back with you, then they will probably reach out with you. But don't get out of prison and say, you know what? I have changed and start knocking on people's doors, because if you do, you're going to end up right back here because you're going to have another violation. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
And don't get angry if there's another man that starts raising your children. You know why? Because you're at the prison and somebody needs to help raise your children. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you get out of prison, if I'm still here and you need to find a place for help with mental health issues, drug issues, or anger issues, you can come back here and I will pick up the phone, call a place, and direct you to where you need to go.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Are you the same Angie Marie Ford who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 4750 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on July 20th, 2021 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violating condition number 5, is Bear County, Texas, defendant Angie Marie Ford, the then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as corrected for the month of June 2024 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Statement followed by.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No objection, Judge.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes,
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Judge, is to extend the defendant's probation for 18 months. First have the defendant go through a MIC evaluation and a drug court evaluation. And if either of those she's not placed in the drug court, to then have her vote Saturday.
All right, is that the proposed agreement?
That is the agreement, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ford, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God?
yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Sure.
All right, do you have any family support? So what drugs have you been using?
It was crystal meth.
Okay. And how often were you using?
I had stopped for quite a period of time, and but recently I've had a lot of things happen in a short span of time, and I did start using again right up until my arrest.
What things happened?
Somebody that I had been staying with, taking care of, he passed away, and he was like a father figure to me. Where after that, I was evicted from the property, shot and killed 9 of my dogs, put water in my gas tank. I didn't have no job. My truck was not running, so I was living in my truck, and it became overwhelming. It became really overwhelming. Instead of reaching out for help like I should have done, I ended up back in an old neighborhood, and started using again. I couldn't handle everything all at once, and that's when I did not check in. The probation officer asked me to check in, and I guess I felt like because I didn't have support anymore, I kind of gave up, honestly.
All right. Probation,
Yes, sir.
what are you requesting on this case?
Just as the bar indicated, the extension of 18 months, drug court evaluation and custody, big evaluation and custody, and it's not accepted into drug court status. That was the last recommendation for the TAP evaluation judge.
Okay. All right, and this person you were staying with that you say you were taking care of, how were you being paid?
Well, the room and board, and then he paid for any expenses. $1,300 was paid. And the following week he was gonna pay the rest of my probation fees, and he passed away.
All right, so did he pass away because he had medical issues and that's why you needed to take care of him?
Yeah, he had a heart attack.
All right, so probation and everybody, I want to make this clear because as part of your conditions of probation, you're not allowed to be a home health care provider. You're not allowed to be around minors or any type of employment with minors. And you're not allowed to be around vulnerable persons. A person who has a heart attack, a person who needs someone to care for them, that's a vulnerable person. And that's not allowed in this court when you're on felony probation. Do you understand? All right, the court is finding violation of condition number 5 true. The court is going to deny the motion, extend for 2 years. And again, and I'm underlining it, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. She is not allowed to be taking care of vulnerable persons. And if there's an adult that needs her to take care of them, they are per se vulnerable people. Otherwise, they could take care of themselves. There is in custody. There's going to be a referral to felony drug court. Is there a need for an updated TAP or no?
No, Judge, your tap is still good.
All right, if she's not accepted into felony drug court, she needs to go to safety. And you wanted a mental health evaluation, probation? And mental health evaluation, that will be in custody. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
I was gonna ask for a faith-based program, for referral to something faith-based. That has been a huge, factor for me. I'm in Bible school on the outside and I continue to do my classes and everything here. So if something faith-based would be really helpful.
All right, so let me explain something to you. If you could write your own program, you wouldn't be here on a motion to revoke. So you don't get to write your own program. You are either going to felony drug court. If felony drug court does not accept you, then you are going to safety. That's what's going to happen. And what's with the tattoo on your neck?
By God's grace.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that you need from the court? Probation, anything else?
No, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Good luck to you. Late for court. I'm sorry, what? All right. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You've got to make sure that you're on time. You understand? All right. Who's the prosecutor on Denise Thomas? Yes. All right. You're set for jury trial today.
State is tendering and dismissed, Your Honor.
All right. So they're dismissing this case. They're saying because the complainant waived prosecution. I don't know any facts of your case, but what I do know is the state is only dismissing this case because the complainant decided they're going to waive prosecution. So it's probably in your best interest not to be around that person. You understand? Because what you're charged with, the range of punishment is 2 to 20 years. You understand?
Thank
There
you,
you are.
Your Honor.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time as always.
All right. Have a good one.
What you just witnessed was a courtroom session that laid bare the raw, unfiltered consequences of choices, and the system's attempt to balance punishment with a path forward. Two very different defendants stood before this judge, and both left with rulings that will reshape their lives. Christopher Weiser faced the court on a third-degree felony, violation of a bond protective order, 2 or more times within 12 months. He admitted that crystal meth fueled a toxic spiral, turning his relationship into a cycle of harassment that extended to the mother of his other children as well. The court accepted the plea bargain and handed down 7 years in prison, with an affirmative finding of family violence. That finding strips him of the right to own firearms and bars him from being designated as the primary custodial parent. Yet the judge ordered no unsupervised contact with minors and recommended the therapeutic community program, but made it clear the choice to seek that help rests entirely on him. Then came Angie Marie Ford, back before the court on a motion to revoke her deferred adjudication for possession of a controlled substance. After losing a father figure to a heart attack, being evicted, and facing a devastating chain of events, she relapsed and stopped reporting to her probation officer. The court found the violation true, denied the state's initial recommendation, and extended her probation by 2 years, with a referral to felony drug court, or SAFP if she is not accepted. When she requested a faith-based program, the judge shut it down directly, reminding her that she does not get to write her own program. And this session was a reminder that the courtroom does not just deliver sentences, it delivers hard truths. Accountability, consequences, and the narrow window for redemption were all on full display. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns, because justice never gets old.